Now Patterson to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Slot man moves right.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Stafford on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 4th down, Stafford. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Rashaan Evans there to put a nice hit on it. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Stafford. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown, Carolina! Russell Gage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Goff throwing again. And that will be incomplete as well.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Again, Patterson.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Running the counter, Patterson.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Stafford going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. This one left side caught by Patterson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Panthers hit 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Goff's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's got room. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Gibson.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
James Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's Patterson again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
On first down, Goff.
He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian Kirk, 79 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
first down throw. Gone.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. To throw is Goff.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's caught. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Stafford on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the slot man goes in motion left.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On the counter, Gibson.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw. Goff. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Stafford now to throw.
Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
31 yards.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now you won! Ric Flair!
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
2 for 1! 2 for 1!
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
As strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Goff.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Goff now to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now it's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Stafford.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Ric Flair.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on fourth?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now gone. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it up.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Denver, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to